Hi everyone, my name is Carina and I'm an instructor with the Faculty of Health Sciences at the University of Lethbridge. I'm pleased to provide you an update from our meeting from the Campus Alberta meeting grant. We met back in March about the scope of the food insecurity amongst post-secondary students, and in attendance were representatives from AHS South Zone, the student coordinators from Food Bank at U of C, the executive director of the campus food bank at the U of A, as well as graduate students from the U of L, and a couple of other faculty members here at the U of L. The impetus for looking into this issue really came from one of my colleagues starting a food bank drive at a faculty council meeting. Given what we talk about within public health in terms of the social determinants of health, it really compelled me into thinking about what else could we do other than donating food and money to our food bank for students who are experiencing food insecurity. So we gathered some stakeholders and wanted to look at how we can have a concerted effort in advocating for food security. We know that there are certain factors that contribute to some students feeling a more exacerbated sense of being food insecure. Those include those who are racialized students, Indigenous students, international students, graduate students, as well as students with dependents. And one of the encouraging findings from the meetings included knowing and finding out that there are some existing initiatives that are really quite innovative that address more structural issues such as access and transportation. For example, there is also a refrigerated warehouse with the campus food bank at the U of A, through which they were able to provide dairy items and fresh fruits and vegetables. Anyway, that led us down the discussion of how we could look at some structural barriers to accessing low cost but high quality and culturally appropriate foods for students within the U of L community. Some of the outcomes from the meeting included sending a letter to, here we go, Minister of Advanced Education about our concerns about rising tuition costs, as well as a letter to the Minister of Labor and Immigration with our concerns about the graduate minimum wage. And so that was one of the concerns that the students brought up at the meeting was we can't save as much for our university because we make $2 less than those who are doing the exact same work by virtue of not being 18 years of age. In terms of next steps from this meeting, Melissa, who is also going to be here virtually to answer your questions, sustained some of the momentum from this meeting into an independent study under my supervision. She did a more extensive literature review as well as an environmental scan of existing initiatives that look at food insecurity within Canada, within post-secondary institutions. And so with those two pieces combined, as well as in consultation with the International Center here at the U of L, she has decided to focus on piloting a food bus in transporting students to grocery stores. For those of you who are familiar with the U of L campus, there is literally a chasm separating the campus on west side of Lethbridge to the rest of the city where more affordable and ethnically diverse grocery stores are located. Okay, I think I will stop there. 2 to 3 minutes was a high order, and both Melissa and I would be happy to answer any questions you might have.